Once they indulge in faith, belief without evidence, when they give up reason. This film takes a hard look at the very concept of faith, how it behaves like a kind of brain virus, infecting generations of young minds, how it perpetuates outdated and dubious moral values.
Now, what is faith? Faith is belief in the absence of supportive evidence, and even in the light of contrary evidence. And you wonder how such a frame of mind could be expected to lead to any significant insight, why we should give people who come to decisions based on faith such a respect.
Well, the first point that I would make, I think, is that the new atheists repeatedly misunderstand and mischaracterize the nature of faith as it's understood within the majority of the Christian tradition. Time and time again they say that faith is by definition belief without evidence, or belief in the teeth of evidence to the contrary, and that therefore faith is irrational. Well, if that's what faith meant, I would agree with them. However, they're just wrong about this. Faith does not mean blind faith or faith in the teeth of evidence to the contrary. I would say that a good modern translation for what we mean by faith within the Christian tradition is simply trust. That we trust God, that we trust Jesus. And trust can, of course, be based upon very good reasons for having that trust.
We only need to use the word faith when there isn't any evidence.
I presume you've got faith in your wife. Is there any evidence for that?
Yes,
which you base it? Yes.
Plenty of evidence.
Well, it just illustrates the misunderstanding there is about the nature of faith, and it becomes wearisome at times to hear again and again the same repetition of equating faith with credulity. Now, what they're talking about is credulity, where you believe something without any evidence for it, or even in the face of contrary evidence. The idea of faith is trust, that would be a synonym for it, and it's based upon evidence.
I'm coming perilously close to saying, to a sort of faith position where I'm saying, you know, I've got faith in, well, in immediate proximal sense, in other scientists, that they understand it. I'm fully aware that I can't understand some things that other scientists can. And so there's a kind of element of faith